Hello friends. So in today's video we are going to see bottom up approach for staircase problem. So if you remember from my last videos that bottom up approach is a tabular method and we write an iterative code which is going to fill our table from bottom and it will reach to the up. And here we have top down tree for a staircase problem when we have a staircase of 6 steps. Okay. So as you can see in this tree that even though we are calling from 6, our values are getting calculated from bottom. That is from S3 and S2, S4 is calculating its value and returning it to S of 5. Similarly, S of 5 is calculating its value from S of 4, S of 3 and S of 2 and returning it to S of 6. That is we are calculating value from bottom. So why don't we directly write a bottom up code, that is starting calculating from bottom rather than using a recursion. Okay, so now let's see topological order for this particular program. Suppose this is our S of 1, this is our S of 2, this is our S of 3, this is our S of 4, this is our S of 5, this is our S of 6. Then how will S of 4 coming to its value? Using S of 3, S of 2 and S of 1. Similarly, S of 5 is coming to its value from S of 3, S of 2 and S of 4. And here you can see S of 6. It is coming to its value from S of 5, S of 4 and S of 3. So at any moment we need 3 previous value. Okay. So this is our topological order for this particular problem. Now let's write a function to do this for us. Def bottom up and it will take a parameter n which will be the how many stairs we need to climb to reach at the top. So first of all I will declare my data structure. Here I am declaring dictionary which I will be filling using iterative method, that is for loop. And in dictionary I will be writing my base case. For one stair case we have one option. For two staircase we have two options. For three staircase we have four options. Now let's write out a for loop. For I in range 4, 2 and plus 1. Because we want this for loop to run for the nth iteration also. And in every iteration what we are going to do, we will calculate my dict of I and update it in the dictionary. And my dict of I will be equal to my dict of I minus 1 plus my dict of I minus 2 plus my dict of I minus 3. So this is my code, and when this code will execute, I will return my dict of n. Okay friends, so this is our bottom up code. You can see here 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line. So this is how short this code is. Now let's do a dry run for this code. Let's take a value of n equal to 6 and we will see how this code will execute in memory. So if our n will be equal to 6, then this for loop will run for 5, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Now let's see what will happen in first iteration. In first iteration, I will be equal to 4. So I will calculate my dict of 4. My dict of 4 I will calculate, which will be equal to my dict of I minus 1. And what is our I here? 4. So it will be 3. This will be my dict of I minus 2, that is 2, plus my dict of I minus 3, that is 1. So it will be equal to 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7. And it will update the same thing in dictionary. Suppose this is our my dict 1 1 2 2 3 4. Now it will update it in dictionary 4 7. So this is what will happen in first iteration. In second iteration, I will be equal to 5 and I will calculate my dict of 5, which will be equal to my dict of 5 minus 1, that is 4, plus my dict of 5 minus 2, that is 3, plus my dict of 5 minus 3, that is 2, that is 7 plus 4 plus 2, that is 30. So it will update it here 5 30. So this is what will happen in second iteration. Now let's come to third iteration, that is for 6, I equal to 6, I equal to 6. So it will calculate my dict of 6. It will be equal to my dict of 6 minus 1, that is 5, plus my dict of 6 minus 2 equal to 4, plus my dict of 6 minus 3 equal to 3, that is 13 plus 7 plus 4, that is 24. So it will update it here 6 equal to 24, and in next line when this for loop will end, I am going to return my dict of n, that is I will return 24. So this is our answer and it is correct. Now what will we do is we will execute the same code in Jupyter and let's see.
So friends, as you can see here, this is our bottom up program. Now what I will do, I will execute this program for some particular value of n and try to find out how much time it is taking. Now let's execute for n is equal to 5. As you can see here, answer is 13, which is correct, and time taken is 0 nanosecond. Basically it is not 0 nanosecond, it is a time which is far smaller than 0 nanosecond, and computer is rounding it to 0 nanosecond. And when you will go to recursive method, here also it is taking 0 nanosecond. Okay friends, so now let's come and execute for some other values. S of 6 is equal to 24, which is correct, we have already derived it on board. And here is it, S of 6 using bottom up program, it is taking 0 nanosecond, and the answer is 24, which is correct, we have already derived it. And let's execute for n is equal to 20. As you can see here, for n is equal to 20, time is 0 nanosecond and answer is 121415. Now let's come to recursive one. Here in recursive method, answer is same and it is taking 8.98 millisecond friends. Okay, so you can see here that time taken to calculate S of 20 using recursive method is a 10 to the power 7 times greater than time taken by bottom up program. Now let's calculate S of 30. That is how many options we have for a staircase having 30 stairs. Okay, so here the answer is, just wait, answer is 5379880 and time taken is 3.43 seconds. Now let's do the same one using bottom up approach. Using bottom up approach, the answer is same, but here it is taking 0 nanoseconds. So what is our observation here? Observation is recursive program is taking 10 to the power 9 times greater execution time compared to the bottom up program. So this is all I have for this video friends, and if you have liked this video, then please like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching. And one more thing, in next video we are going to print all the ways. That is, right now what we have seen is for n is equal to 5, total number of ways is 13, but what are those ways? So in next video we will try to print out all the ways.